We did it. We did it, everyone. We're here. I'm not muted this time. Hey, everybody, what's up? Welcome to Saturday Night Mates of Fate. We're playing Lost Mine of Phandelver. Holy shit, this is going to be so much fun. I have so much fun stuff to share with y'all. This is great. Real quick, if you've never been here before, this is the home of two of our regularly scheduled homebrew 5e campaigns. Normally, every week we're playing Songs of Creation and Artima, but we're out right now because our two best players had a baby. And we love you guys and take care of the little one, and we'll see you when we see you. But until then, we have a special guest campaign for the next couple months. Let's go around the circle real quick, starting with we'll end with Marcel because you're chewing. Stone, hey, what's up? Thanks for being here. Where are you from?
Hey, I'm Stone. Hey, what's up? I am with Views from the Dungeon. We stream on Saturdays, and Mates of Fate has invited me to come on over. I handle Views from the Dungeon's tech, and I also stream myself from time to time under Stone and Hat.
And we love having you here. Thank you for being here. Miss Maeve, what's up? Hey, where are you from? What do you want to talk about?
Well, I'm Maeve. You can find me over on the Slices and Dices channel, because we have such a wide variety of different players in this little campaign of ours. I'm in a whole bunch of other games there, and I do art.
And we're super glad you're here, too. Views from the Dungeon, Slice and Dices, basically the two best channels on Twitch. I know what I'm saying, and I'm sorry.
Oh, you're flying.
It's fine. Marcel, what's up? Hey, where are you from? What do you want to talk about?
Hey, so I'm Marcel. I am the CEO and founder of TTTomes, a brand for Dungeons & Dragons players, so you can customize your own sheets and character journals. We have a Kickstarter coming out. Anyone that knows me knows that this has been my brainchild for a while now, so if you can, head to the website, give some feedback, show support. Happy to be here with Mates of Fate playing Brutalitar.
Yeah, throw a link to that in the chat for everybody. Definitely check it out. You can tell by looking at it. He's been working his ass off on it. It looks so good. Once that launches, we're definitely going to be using a couple of those here on this stream. Let's see. If you'd be so kind, if you see a heart button down below, please give us a follow. Get notified when we go live. We usually play about twice a week. Phandelver on Thursdays. Right now we're also doing today's Saturday. Thank you. Phandelver on Saturday. Time is meaningless. And Thursday, right now, we've been playing Tomb of Horrors 5e. Like, it's the original Gary Gygax, just, like, meat grinder of a dungeon crawl, but it's been adapted for 5th edition. It still is brutal, but it's a lot of fun. And Matt from Slices and Dice is playing that one with us. So check that out on Thursdays. Check the schedule and the doobly-doo down below. If you like memes, I do, especially related to D&D. Follow us on Instagram, @MatesOfFate. Twitch, whatever. If you want our links, it's matesoffate.com. If you want merch, you can. You don't have to. If you want to, you can get that on matesoffate.com too. Thanks as always to our friends at Syrinscape for bringing us the awesome atmosphere music and like combat sounds tonight. Not that there'll be combat sounds tonight. There's not a lot of combat in this game. Make sure you check them out at Syrinscape.com. Thanks for the follows, everybody. Also, holy smokes, there's almost a hype train. There's almost a hype train starting. This is fun. And it started. We love you, Red. Thank you for the gift subs. You guys are awesome. This community is the best. Speaking of community, some of you guys already know this, but if you don't know this, you're going to love this, I think. We have decided to make every single game in this episode of this campaign a charity stream. So we'll be raising money for the Trevor Project. This is one of our personal favorite charities. If you haven't heard of the Trevor Project, they have been around for decades, dedicated to providing suicide prevention services for queer youth under the age of 25. Super near and dear to my heart. We've already raised over $100 for the stream. Here's the extra cool part, though. You can scan the QR code right there if you want to make a donation, or you can click the Tiltify thing somewhere on however you're watching this on Twitch right now. If you make a $10 donation, you can buy a healing potion for one of these players, and they will need it because things are going to get bloody real quick. Or if you make, I want to say it's a $25 donation, you can cause a wild magic surge to happen in our game in real time. This is so much weirder than I thought it was going to be. We ran this for the first time last week. We got 2 wild magic surges because y'all are amazing and we love you. We all got together, like the players and I got together after the stream. We're like, it was chaotic, but it could have been more chaotic. So we put a Google Doc up in the Discord. Mike, would you post a Discord in the chat? The link to that. And for the past week, everyone in the community has been putting in their ideas for our own homemade wild magic surge table. So if somebody donates $25, they can cause a wild magic surge. I'm gonna roll the world's weirdest D100 on our community created table, and it's gonna be fucking bananas. I mean, it's gonna be bonkers. So go for it. There's no limit. If we raise $500 tonight, then I will absolutely cause that many wild magic surges to happen. It'll break the game, but it will break the game for a good cause.
Also, remember about your personal promise.
Yeah.
If we hit the
$1,000 mark.
milestone mark.
That's what I was gonna say.
Not 100, 1,000.
It was 1,000.
I thought it was 300.
It was not.
It was 1,000.
Get in the comments. Roll back the tape. Thank you for reminding me, Marcel. In a fit of mania last week, I, for some reason, said that if we meet our donation goal of $1,000, I will play on stream a copy of the video from when I was 6 years old, lip syncing to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles rap.
Oh, don't do that.
I did it. I did it. It happened.
Already done.
I said it.
Yep.
My dad's at home. He's like, I want royalties on that. There's no. Yep. Thank you, Marcel, for keeping me honest. That's great. Go ahead and dock that inspiration I gave you last week. And I think that's it. Y'all ready to play some D&D? Let's
Yes,
play D&D. Here we go. Everybody hear Syrinscape? Ooh, sounds so good.
Yes.
Okay. So, where we last left our heroes last week, we found 3 adventurers on a journey from Neverwinter. Just a simple job, escort a cart of supplies from Neverwinter to Phandelver. But simple is never that simple, is it? You all were about 3 days into your journey, veered onto the Triboard Trail, when you were ambushed by a goblin attack. You found the steeds belonging to your benefactors dead on the road. Their horse bodies just riddled with arrows. You found a leather map case that had been emptied. Holy shit, level 3 hype train already. We're like 20 minutes into this.
And Tink already has advantage.
And Tink
Someone
has advantage.
gave her advantage already.
Heck yeah.
Aw.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the gift subs, Stone. You guys are the best. This is awesome.
She needs it for carrying the team.
You can put that towards your chiropractor bills. You're not. You're all MVPs in my heart. One of you more than the other. So you found an empty map case. You followed the trail into the woods where you found a hidden cave, which was the secret hideout of the goblins of the Cragmaw tribe. And you 3 slaughtered your way through the cave until you found Silda Hallwinter, who was a warrior of the Lord's Alliance. She's the one that had been escorting Gundren Rockseeker, your dwarven patron. You cleared all the bandits of the Cragmaw tribe from the cave. While doing so you rolled exceptionally well and managed to charm Clarga, the Bugbear Chief's pet wolf, Ripper, who you then renamed, I want to say, Drip?
Drip.
Yes.
I mean, so Drip's following you for now. You're going to need to make a few more handle. I mean, he's a wolf. For Christ's sake, you guys, you're bringing him into town. So we'll see what happens. But as of right now, you have a pet wolf. On your way back to the Triboard Trail, Silda Hallwinter shared with you what she knows of why she believes she and Gundren were attacked. She told you about the legendary Wave Echo Cave, which she thinks is not just a legend. She said that Gundren Rockseeker and his 2 brothers found this legendary mine, which is rumored to not only be home to a vast mineral wealth, but also the home of the wondrous Forge of Spells. So Silda had learned that the Cragmaw tribe had orders from someone called the Black Spider to seize the dwarf and his map to Wave Echo Cave. And you all believe Gundren is currently being held captive at a place called Cragmaw Castle, though where that is, you're not sure. So you've journeyed half a day away from the Cragmaw hideout along the Tribor Trail to Phandelver, and you've just arrived outside of town. So, to refresh your memory, what you saw when we all left off last time, the trees around you are starting to change from these lush green evergreens to charred, black, injured-looking trees. It's dusk. The sky above you is like a light lavender. The sun's starting to set in the sky. Lofane, to you, you've spent your entire life outdoors. You can tell it looks like there's been signs of a wildfire here on the outskirts of town within the past few weeks. Further down the road, the sound of the trail around you begins to tinkle and crunch. You think the ox cart is beginning to roll over broken glass bottles? You think? In the distance, you can see the very small town of Phandelver coming into view down the hill. But between you and it, you see more damage to the lands. Just signs of poorly managed bonfires. You see that there was a field of wildflowers on either side of the road, and the same thing as the trees. Like these delicate pink, yellow, and purple plants are just black and matted where uncontrolled fires have swept through. You still are with Silda, and you are still escorting the ox cart and the little gnome Grimble who's been driving your ox cart. And you see a little bit of smoke in the distance outside of town, and you're starting to hear voices. Female laughter, it sounds like. Not a lot. Do you stop the cart or do you keep going?
I'd look to everyone. Should we investigate?
If someone's in peril, we should definitely investigate.
Well, I am laughing, so probably not peril.
Doesn't sound like they're in trouble.
Okay.
I mean,
Nobody's curious, though?
well, I'm always curious.
I'm gonna send Drip over there to check it out.
Okay.
I'm going to go because I don't trust the feral wolf yet.
Well, you're about to.
I'm sure this is going to be incredible. Lofane, go ahead and make an animal handling check for me.
Okay. 10. I am proficient, so I get advantage, correct?
That's not what proficiency means. It just means you have a higher modifier.
I'm awful. Okay.
Do you have banked advantage? Probably. Someone bought it for you, and this campaign's nuts.
I mean, I could say yeah.
But would it be true if you said it?
But if I if I casted a spell called Beast Bond,
What is?
that would improve my chances, correct?
Oh goodness, I don't know what that is. So, yeah.
So I'll establish a telepathic link with Drip that I touch. The link is active while you and the beast are within line of sight of each other. Through the link, the beast can understand your telepathic messages, and it can telepathically communicate simple motions and concepts back to you.
Do you have a spell slot left, though?
I do, because we leveled up. I got a spell slot.
It's the perfect.
And it's worth it to me. This Drip.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you say to Drip to communicate what you're hoping he'll do for you?
I say, hello, friend. Can you please check on that hackling over there to see if anybody is in trouble or anything of interest?
Do you have any food?
Food? Yes, absolutely.
What do you have? Do you bacon?
Bacon? We have sugared pineapple, and I have 6 potatoes in my pocket.
Do you have meat? Are you a vegetarian?
I'm personally no. I am not.
Okay. Can I have a potato and then I'll go check it out for you?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Take out
cool.
a potato. Here you go. Here you go, big boy.
You just like bits of peel and potato meat just go flying around.
Okay. Over there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
It's probably isn't how the spell works, but it's way more fun that way.
I like it.
Yeah, his tail picks
I'm
up.
gonna follow behind him, like
Yeah.
seeing him walk off, and just be like, okay, he's going, so I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, that works. So Drip goes out to view, and then you're still. What's the range on his telepathic communication?
While the link is active, the beast gains advantage on attack rolls against any creature within 5 feet. They have to be close to me for us to
Okay.
talk telepathically.
All right, so it's not like a sending stone for beast and stuff. Okay.
Correct.
So Brutalitar, you have a giant wolf that's just like escorting you along as you approach. Just around the bend, you smell a bonfire. You smell it before you see it. It doesn't look well built, but you can see just like this small pillar of smoke coming up. The sun's starting to set a little more right now at this point. And what you see are two girls, women, young women, if anything, but in their late teens or early 20s. They both have these dirty red cloaks, like kind of a scarlet color, fingerless hunting gloves. And it looks like one of them swigging from a glass bottle, and you can just kind of hear them like chatting to each other. And the other one, it looks like she's just doing some archery practice. Make a perception check for me.
All right. First roll of the night.
Here we go. Roll big.
I hope it's a good one. Perception coming right up. And that is going to be a 9.
A 9.
Yep. A whole 9.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be. You hear the thunk of an arrow. It sounds like it misses its target. And then you see her just kind of like nudge her friend, like, I need some more. Give more arrows. Let's go here. Let me go. And you just hear them like kind of giggling to each other. Do you get closer?
Nah, I don't trust this right now. I'm gonna look back to the group. How far am I from the group? Am I within like speaking distance?
No, to get to where you can see them, you'd probably be about 100 feet away, and probably 50 feet away from these young women.
Okay. So I'm going to head back to the group and essentially let them know what I saw. How many women did you say?
Only 2 that you can see.
I only saw about 2 women. They seem to be drinking, practicing archery, and just a poorly built fire, if I say so myself.
Oh, okay. Well,
Drip,
everything seems fine over here then, yeah?
Drip trots up to you, low mane. Low mane, sorry.
Low mane.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna pretend I never said that. Drip trots up to you, Loafane, and kind of nuzzles your hand with his head, and you hear a thought in your head, like sounds kind of like,
I saw a squirrel.
Excellent. While he was gone, I had diced one of the potatoes into multiple small pieces, and I'm like, good boy. And I toss him one.
I'm going to tell Lofane.
They might need some proper guidance on how not to set your precious nature ablaze.
As I kind of point out the scorch marks that we've passed leading up to this area.
They seem quite careless.
You know, only you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say it.
So I'm a little charged now. I'm gonna walk towards these witch bitches.
sure. Drip at your side. Is anyone else coming with you? You just want to go have a conversation, Smokey?
I would be there with them because that's essentially why I didn't approach, because I don't trust them alone. So I'd go with my squad mate.
Sure.
I think I'm actually gonna stay with Grimble. I feel like we shouldn't leave him alone.
Oh, I appreciate
Yeah,
that, Liz. Oh, thank you very much. I'll take one of those potatoes if you're going to be a couple minutes.
All right, I'll toss one of those, toss one of the small pieces in his direction.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Picture. Pay special attention to him if he starts eating those candy pineapples again.
Don't want him to choke. And I start marching towards him. Not
If you need
super
help, just
aggressive,
call.
but I'm not happy. Sorry,
So,
Maeve.
Will do.
Oh, no, go ahead. I was just saying if you guys need help, just call.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Thank you.
so as you grow closer, you can hear it too, Lofane. You hear the giggling of these two young women, and you hear the twang of an arrow being pulled. Make a perception check for me.
I would gladly. $22.
22.
Ooh.
You spot, even though it's dark now, what they're using as target practice looks like a small wooden cage made of sticks, and there's a squirrel inside.
Okay.
And you can kind of see him like laughing, like,
I'm sorry, the tone right there is like, okay.
there it is. Now you've gone too far.
And now you've gone too far. Okay. I'm going to approach the ladies and say, excuse me, what seems to be going on here? What have you done to this poor creature?
Oh my gosh, are you my grandpa? What's
Do I
up?
look like your grandpa? Is your
Kind-
grandpa blue?
I don't know, your pants are kind of pulled up like my grandpa.
Oh, nice. All right. Okay. Well, this is done. This is not happening here. You are manning a very poor fire that is very dangerous to this environment, and you are shooting at a poor innocent creature. I need you to stop this right now.
Or what?
I pull out my quarterstaff.
Oh,
Just hold it here.
Oh, it's like that. Okay, tacky pants, we can do that. Make an intimidation roll.
Excellent. Excellent. +0.
And if you wanted to have Drip help you, that would be with advantage.
Perfect. I would love for him to help. Okay, 12 it is.
So Drip kind of like snarls a little bit, but doesn't take one step away from your side. And they just start laughing, and one of them kind of like whispers something to the other. It's like that moment in high school where, you know, like the mean girls are talking about you. Like, you're a grown-up, but it still kind of stings a little bit, even though you've been, you know, never really been in that situation. And you can hear them. Fucking tacky. And then the one that's been shooting at the cage kind of just like, she doesn't pull her bow all the way back, but she just kind of mimes and just goes,
Can I, while this is happening, go and like take the squirrel cage down?
sure, you can certainly try.
So while that's happening, I'm going to walk that direction.
The taller one of the two, and she's built like the captain of the softball team, but wearing this red cloak. Don't fucking touch that dragon. We found him. It took us all afternoon. Come on, don't fucking touch it.
I'm gonna look her direction and just kind of snarl and just kind of have like some flames in my mouth, and I'm gonna disregard her as I go to retrieve the squirrel, essentially.
Nice. While you do that, also make an intimidation check for me.
Okay. 4.
Okay.
Wait, I have inspiration, so how does that work? Is that a reroll or do I add to it?
Mates of Fate House Rolls is a free reroll for inspiration.
Okay,
It's
I'm
not the
gonna
correct
try
way.
that.
Don't hit me in the comments, but it's how we do it.
It's better for a 13.
For 13.
It's not a 4.
So the one that's been miming, getting ready to shoot you with an arrow, Lofane, like drops her bow. Come on, don't be an asshole. We're just having fun.
I would like to possibly do a check to see if I recognize this red cloak as Red Brands. Like that they're associated with Red Brands.
Make a history check.
And we just got a magic surge from Nat One Club.
Yeah, thanks, Nat One Club. Can somebody shout out Nat One Club in the comments? Give them a link because they are our favorites.
Now one club, what's up?
They are another Twitch stream that's super fun. Really good friends of ours. Oh God, let's get out the Wild Magic Surge table, y'all. It's gonna be bonkers. Okay.
We all die.
I'm not there, so
Campaign's fucking over.
what'd you get?
I got a 63. So according to our community table that everyone in our Discord helped write, a first level. Okay, I'm a DM. I'm gonna narrate it for you. There is no table. This is all real. Okay. Brutalitar. What happens is you approach this squirrel cage. And you can hear their voices, but all of a sudden you hear this, and you look down and you think, is this squirrel on fire? What exactly is happening right now? You go to lift the cage, you have it in your hand, and all around you is just fog. So thick that you cannot see anything. You can't see Lofane, and Lofane, you can't see these girls now either.
Oh. I have it in my hand, the cage, as this happens.
Yes.
Okay, so now I think they cast on me, so I'm gonna pull my sword out, and I'm just gonna like not know what's going on right now.
Yeah.
So I'm there with a squirrel in my shield hand and my sword drawn right now.
You hear the squirrel cheering. You both hear the girl saying, "What did you do? What the fuck did you just do? What is this? Is there not a fire? It doesn't smell like fire. What the fuck is this?"
It's a sign that you need to get out of here. You need to be done doing what you're doing.
Let's just leave. Let's just go.
Can't hear you.
Did we recognize this as red brands?
Oh yeah, what was your history check?
I rolled a 9 on my history check.
Yeah, maybe. They both have red in the name, so maybe.
Well, that's enough for me.
But it's not a no.
Okay, yeah.
You can't see them, and now you don't hear their whispering either. What do you two want to do?
I got the squirrel. They're not burning anything to my knowledge. This is a win. I'm gonna head back to the cart if I can find out where Lofane is and all of this. So I call out,
Lofane, are you still here?
I am, but I'm going to I'm going to transform into a dire wolf.
That's
I took the circle of the wolf, or a circle of the moon.
Yes.
And I can now shape into a dire wolf. Because I took circle of the moon, I can do challenge rating 1.
Nice.
And yeah, I am now a dire wolf.
So, Brutalitar, unfortunately you can't see this, but Drip being right next to you, Lofane, he takes it all in as your whole body begins to morph and your joints retreat into themselves and then elongate, and you feel fur start to pop out from all these weird places. It doesn't hurt, it's just a really interesting feeling, and you see the ground come closer to you as you shrink down. You're shorter now, but you also feel stronger. And you take a look around through the fog, and you see the happiest looking wolf face you've ever seen. And Drip just starts licking you and running around in circles, and his tail's wagging like crazy. He does not understand what happened, but he's loving it.
Excellent. I have a keen hearing and smell now as a dire wolf, and I would like to roll a perception check via wisdom.
Go for it.
To find our perps here.
can Drip give him help?
Yeah. You and Drip are like vibing, so you can roll with advantage. The two of you can
Well, we
try
also
and find
have
him.
pack tactics. As a dire wolf, we have pack tactics.
What happened to my...
Which means that my buddy has advantage on attack rolls against creatures.
Did my camera blank out for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, you're out.
You're in fog. It's thematically appropriate.
Okay. That's weird. Okay.
Right. So what's your perception roll?
With advantage, it's 11.
11. I'm sorry.
I know.
You stop trying to hear them or see them because your body is just more finely calibrated now in a way that is very, very cool. And you just try and breathe them in. You don't smell them. You smelled them a minute ago, but you don't smell them now. Those little fuckers snuck off. Maybe.
Just for good measure, to make sure they're gone, I want to growl and just make loud noises, yelping, as a wolf.
Drip emulates everything you do. He's just like taking wolf orders. And
Excellent.
you don't hear.
Well, we got our
response.
squirrel. I think we scared them off. So I like to walk back to the cart.
And as you do, the fog around you begins to dissipate and just kind of roll out into these charred wildflower fields. And Brutalitar, you're not sure exactly what happened, but Lofane is gone, and there are 2 wolves here now.
I'm gonna look to Tank.
I don't know what happened.
I'll walk up with Drip and sit down and
I'm just kind of lost.
What kind of check would I need to make to figure out what happened?
How about
If this is a thing.
How about an intelligence roll?
Intelligence roll? Sure. It's a 19.
Yeah. Y'all have been traveling together for 4 days. You know my man's a druid. So you're like, oh, you learned a new trick. Cool. I have some new tricks too. We gotta talk about it when he can speak English again. I mean, common. Silda is in the back of the ox cart. It's full dark now, and she's just kind of been nursing a few banged up hips and her busted leg. Everything all right? It's about time we find a room in town. Call it a night.
I agree.
I think everything's okay.
All right, well, Phandelin's this way. Here we go.
And I'd like to stay in my direwolf form as long as I can, and I'll be playing with Drip along the road as we're traveling.
Fantastic. So you make your way down the very end of this rutted track, and you catch this town of Phandelin. And it's small. It looks new. Like over the past couple years, you can kind of... Sorry about that. And it sounds fucking magnificent.
This is the voice of God. Apparently that volume is a lot different. Sorry about that.
No worries. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for the
Lord.
atmosphere. Thank you, Syrinscape, for filling us with vibes. You see about 20, 30, maybe 40 simple log buildings built on old fieldstone foundations here. But you also, as you make your way into town, you see ruins. And you can kind of tell there used to be a town here before there was a town here. And it looks like they're building it again. Everything around you looks new, but like an old western town, kind of, just wooden and basic. As you approach, you can see in the center of town, the largest building that you can see along the main road is this wooden structure with fieldstone face on the wall and a swinging sign that says the Stonehill Inn.
I would not mind for some food and a place to clean up.
Silda nods. Let us secure some lodgings, see if we can make ourselves comfortable for a bit. You make your way inside the inn, or do you want to explore another part of town?
Well, I do know we want to talk to Barthen's Provisions. Mm-hmm. We are in Phandelin, correct?
You now are in Phandelin. You also know that night has fallen, and it looks like this inn is one of the only places that has an oil light on.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, I'm reluctant to go inside, given, it's inside. But I will go in with Drip. But I'll only go in if Drip is permitted.
that'll be interesting. Tank Brutalitar. It looks like.
I want to go with them, but I want to ride on Lofane's back.
Or are we less than an hour away from when I transformed?
Oh, yeah.
Because I love that.
Yeah, the timing works out on that. All right, heroes, here we go. Grimble, I'll see you inside. I'm gonna tie up the oxen. Goes to find a place to park. Silda gets out. She limps to the front door of this inn, and you kind of feel a warmth coming from inside. You hear music, which you weren't expecting in this little rural, freshly built town out of nowhere. But it sounds like there's a lot of life inside this tavern. And as you open the doors, you hear singing. Brutalitar, as you hold the door open for Tincture, Drip, and Lofane, one of them riding on top of the other, you hear... Yeah. You hear the singing of a bard.
I transform into my Ganassi form and have Tink on my shoulders and like listening to the music. Like, wow, this guy's great.
There's
What you see standing on the stage at the far end of the room is a 6 foot tall elf, tan skin, long black hair down to the middle of his back. The latter half an ombre visibly dyed red. He's wearing a deep turquoise brimmed hat with just a few feathers poking off the side. He's got just the slightest little chin goatee and wing eyeliner. Got inch wide plugs in his ears, and the one on the right hand side has more feathers dangling down. Pretty similar to the ones in his hat. He's wearing a similar deep color vest over a clean pressed button down with the sleeves rolled up. Visible tattoos on each arm. Bangles and bracelets as well. He has very pristine tan pants as well as nice polished boots, which is the smallest amount of turquoise to bring in the entire outfit. Sitting next to him on a chair seems to be an invisible man. That's his unseen servant. He's currently wearing a long leather jacket, which you can assume is probably the bard's, as it's the same coloration as his vest and his hat. You see a floating drum in front of him, and with you see the arms moving playing to the beat. There is a shower of sparks around the stage, red, blue, green, just above him, floating around. And you hear the faintest sound of a wind instrument, but you see no instrument of it around. You see he's playing a fine mahogany lute with silver and gold filigree inlay on the edges, and he's just... If a wall should come between us, too high to climb, too hard to break through, I know that love will lead us and find a way to bring me to you. So don't be in a hurry. Think before you count us out. Yeah, you don't have to worry. I won't ever let you down. At which point, the invisible man puts the drum down, stands up, lifts the hat off of Gyoji, begins making his way through the bar itself, holding his hat out like a collection plate. And as Gyoji finishes off his little set, he sorry. If you listen to each other's heart, we'll find we're never too far apart, and maybe love is the reason why for the first time ever we're seeing it eye to eye. And then he just like pauses for a moment. The crackling in the air stops. The wind instrument sound begins to die down, and he just... All right, ladies and gents, my name is Gyoji Dreamlove, the Twilight Serenade. It has been an absolute pleasure to entertain you this day. I'm going to take a slight intermission and be back in just a little while. Sing you some of the classics. You know them, you love them. I do take requests. Feel free to sign the sheet over there on the bar. Speaking of bar, do not forget to tip the waitresses and barkeep. And most importantly, try to spread a little peace, love, and positivity. Thank you. And as I finish up, my unseen servant would have made his way back by now. I just take the hat. If I have any coin in there, I flip it to the nearest barkeep, put it on, and then just the unseen servant turns around like he's done this before, and I just pull off my coat and put it on, get myself situated. And I try to motion to the barkeep.
And as you do this, the entire inn just like erupts in applause. These are but simple farmers and miners. They've never heard anything like this, and they just freak out. Oh my God, it's a bard! We've never had a bard here before. What is this? It's a bard. So much
I love
wild
music.
I've always wanted to hear music. I've never actually heard it before. It was wonderful. It's everything I dreamed it would be. This inn is hopping. Tincture, you've been here once before, years ago, when they had just built this inn and it was very, very new. And you and your traveling companions were the only ones in it, and all they sold was ale. And that's it. And right now, it's full of life. You're not sure exactly how many people live in this town, but it seems like a lot of them came out to hear this performance tonight. The woman behind the bar is this older black woman with very fine braids, like pulled back, very, very neatly. And she motions to you, GOG, I'll be right with you. What is that? Get it out of my inn right now. And she points to Trip. That can't be in here.
He's just enjoying the music like the rest of us.
He's going
that
to kill
amazing.
Please get out before I call the guard. That thing's going to kill everyone.
No, he's not. Watch this. And I pull out a little potato piece and be like, hey, boy, roll over.
Animal handling.
Animal handling. You got it. 13.
13.
Really good.
Drip goes to catch it. Misses. He accidentally puts a paw, like, just on the leg of another patron and then hops off and kind of wags. He kind of makes himself look like a big dog, which is lucky because he is not. He is scary looking. And the innkeeper gives you the hairy eyeball. Are you paying?
Absolutely. That's why we came in. We are just blessed with some amazing music. What's your name, sir? Shout out to the bard.
Oh, did you not hear? GOG Dreamlove. Pleasure to meet you.
GOG, I loved your music. It was amazing.
Thank you. And I appreciate that.
If he bites anybody, you're banned.
Absolutely. We'll take I found some gold in that cave. I'll buy a round for everybody. How's that sound? GOG, you want some?
Absolutely. That would be great. Yeah. As soon as my ticket's back, and I enjoyed that a little bit first.
A round for you four or a round for the whole inn?
Just us four.
Oh.
I didn't get that much gold from the cave.
All right. What can I get you, dear?
I look at you guys. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I look at you guys, and I'm just like, no disrespect, friends, but you all look like shit. In like the best of ways possible. I mean no offense. I mean, you've got this look on your face. It's like you've been places, you've done some shit, you've seen some shit.
I look down at myself and I kind of grumble, and then like you kind of just see some like smoke and embers come out, and it's just like, oh.
They had kind of a bad day, unfortunately.
Tell me all about it. Let's enjoy these drinks, and you can tell me what's up. Tell me how the road has been treating you. How was the tribal trail for you guys? Bumpy, I assume.
All right, I'd like us to all take a seat with our drinks.
I'm gonna sit down kind of like awkwardly because you can tell I still want to clean up, but I'm gonna be like, all right, like the dirty guy at the bar, and I'm gonna like try and call someone over.
Can I please get some braised pork, if you have it, extra hard, and charcoal, if you have it. Straight out the oven is fine.
The
Can we make that 2 minus the charcoal?
the innkeeper's wife, she's like a 30-year-old human woman with kind of fair skin and red hair. She's trying to write down your order, and then she just, I'm sorry, we don't have that. We have stew. Mutton stew. Is that okay?
Like stew.
Okay. Stew?
It's all right.
4 stews. Okay.
Do you have the charcoal?
You can check the fireplace if you want. There's a crackling fire burning in the corner.
I will check the fireplace.
Okay. You don't have to roll for that. You can find charcoal in the fireplace. Does your
And I bring it back like breadsticks.
Does your dog want anything?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do you have any meats?
I have mutton.
Mutton. Excellent.
All right. I have 1, 2, 3. All right, 5 stews. All right, I'll be right back. She goes. As you are all getting comfortable and getting ready to speak with each other, Silda limps up to you, Brutalitar, and kind of gingerly claps you on the shoulder. And she just says, I can't stay up, friends. I've secured myself a room. You all can do the same if you'd like. If you want to meet me tomorrow, I'll be in the Town Master's Hall.
I'll give her a nod.
Good night, friends.
Fine.
Thank you again. And she heads upstairs.
Well, the bard here asked us about the trail. It was great. We encountered a few goblins. My friend Tink here really proved herself.
Kind of hide herself a little bit.
As
when
he's
you say
telling
go.
this story, apparently Tink and Brutalitar's kind of like shaking his head. Like you can tell he's like very disappointed. Yeah, and yeah, so it sounds like Tink's hiding herself too.
Turning red.
But people paying attention to us at all?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of people in here, and you can hear everyone is having their own conversation with each other, but most of the people in here are human or dwarves, so you've definitely caught their eye just by looking a little different, but you're not getting any, like, mean looks or anything, just more, like, curious.
Tink's a little nervous right now. I'm gonna cast Disguise Self, and I'm not gonna change, like, my hairstyle or like my clothing. I'm just gonna make myself look like I'm a gnome
Aw.
instead of a goblin.
What does your gnome version look like?
Well, she looks very cute. Just very similar look. Just Tink as if she were a gnome.
Okay. Okay.
Why the sudden change, little one?
Well, I mean, if we're gonna tell you the story about what happened, it sounds less bad if I'm not a goblin right now.
I mean,
Oh, it's
to each
fine.
their own.
Yeah, you proved valor.
Shouldn't hide yourself.
You're fine by
Not
my
for these
book. Like I
riffraff.
said, I'm not a huge goblin fan, but you definitely passed the test. And I pat you on the head.
That's a nice bow, by the way.
Thanks.
Pretty cute.
Thank you. Yeah, I kind of hurt some people in that cave, and I'm still kind of trying to process it. That's all.
Fair enough. Well, on that note, I begin putting out of my pack, a journal, and I set it down, and I pull out of my jacket a inkwell and a piece of a pen, and I pull out a little box case, and I open it up, and I got just like little magnifying glass spectacles at the end of my nose. I put them down. Okay, so tell me all about your travels. What have you done? What have you seen? You fought dragons. Have you slain giants? Anything at all?
A bugbear?
I'm still looking down as you say all this, and I'm still kind of just like shaking my head, like replaying that cave for me. So you can very much see a look of self-disappointment right now.
I did kind of kill a bugbear, but In my own defense, she was trying to kill us.
That's no easy feat for even the biggest individual, and you being able to do it with your stout stature, impressive.
Yeah, this guy proved that. I point to Bertaltar. He proved that big stature doesn't really matter in these cases. It's just all about discipline and making things happen.
I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I can.
He's gonna get a little bit of like a side growl at Lofane, like as he says that, just a little snarl.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder. Sizzles. Sorry, I still love you, buddy. We got out alive, and we got our new friend here, Drip. Toss him a potato.
Anyone who wants to, make a perception check.
Okay.
I want to.
I do too. Let's find out what happens.
God. 9.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got a 6. So.
This is 10.
12 for me.
12. Brutalitar, you are the only one who notices, because it seems like this person is pretty used to being discreet, but you get the feeling that you're being watched. And you just kind of have that feeling on the back of your neck, and you just kind of glance out of the corner of your eye, and you see a little girl, maybe 9 years old, and you would swear she is the innkeeper, with like her long black braids pulled back but just shorter, but she's so much smaller. She's probably like 9. And you can see she's hiding behind a table and just listening to you guys. And then when she sees that you've spotted her, she goes and just ducks under the table.
I'm gonna point it out to the group and jokingly say,
Dream love, I think you have another ban.
and kind of head tilt.
I'll look in the direction. Just play peekaboo.
Yeah, you see these little eyes pop up again. And you hear this little voice. Are you famous?
Why, of course. Hold myself in a higher statue. I've traveled these lands for the past 30 years. From on Silvery Moon all the way down to Baldur's Gate.
30 years? You're so old.
Well, I'm quite young actually. I've got plenty of years left in me.
I mean, if you're 30, you're pretty old. Wow.
Oh no, you misunderstand, young one. I've been traveling for 30 years. I'm 113, I believe, this fall.
You're the oldest person I've ever met in my life, and I've met at least 20 people. Oh, wow.
It's a lot of people.
I know. She scurries over to you and just all of a sudden, like, ingratiates herself to the middle of all of you, but kind of, like, cozies up to you, GOG. And then she looks at you, Tincture. Did you really kill a bugbear?
Yeah, I did. And a couple goblins too, but...
You should talk to the captain.
I should?
Yes. I think she'll want you on her crew. I'm on the crew. And we need heroes.
Excuse me, what is your name, little miss?
I'm Pippa.
Peppa?
Pippa, I'm supposed to be in bed, so...
Well, then you best get to bed before mom or dad gets you in trouble.
Okay. Are you guys staying here tonight?
I've been staying here the last 3 days. I don't.
Okay. Tomorrow, I'm gonna introduce you to the captain. I think you're gonna like her. Okay.
What's the captain's name?
Captain Glittersword. Okay.
Captain Glittersword.
Yeah.
Sounds dangerous.
She basically runs the town. She's super brave. Okay. And she's my best friend. Okay.
Noted.
Okay. All right, good night. She, like, scampers off.
You were so cute.
Yeah, that was cute.
They just let children in bars around here now?
I guess so.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You see the innkeeper's wife. Get to bed. We sent you up there 2 hours. Get to bed. You just see her dart upstairs.
Gonna pop some hot charcoal in my mouth.
It's an endless basket of charcoal. Soup, salad, and charcoal.
Well, Bard friend, you had asked about our adventures, and we happen to be on a mission, a commissioned mission.
Oh, a commission mission. Pray tell.
Well, we could tell you all about it, but we're all pretty tired right now, and we'd love for you to maybe meet some of our associates that are involved, and you can get more information if you'd like tomorrow.
You know, I've been looking for somebody. You guys might be that somebody. Yeah, we'll talk more about this in the morning. Let you guys get some rest and get your wits about you. I'll let you get a little bit of R&R, and I just get up and walk away without even saying that.
Too cool to look back.
I'll say bye as he walks away.
You hear drip just
yeah.
Cool. That's all I need.
With that, Brutalitar is gonna get up and be like,
I'm going to get cleaned up and rest.
I can clean you if you want. I know you usually like to look all big and tough and everything.
Very well. And whoever cares to join me for morning training, I'll be doing it earlier tomorrow.
I get about 15 feet away before I'm like, oh, and I quick come back. Forgot my book. Silly me. Pick it up. Get my shit. Sorry.
Gonna cast Prestidigitation on Brutalitar. To clean him up a bit.
And as he leaves, after he picks up his book, I'll say, see you in the morning.
Thank you, Tincture. And this is for the meals.
then I'm gonna sit down 3 gold.
Big spender.
Big old.
Big spender.
I'll make sure they get it. I'm gonna have some stew. Actually, I'm kinda hungry.
The innkeeper comes over, cleaning her hands with a dirty towel, and she looks down. Do y'all need rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could use a roof.
The bard's taken one of them. I only have 2 left. You okay bunking up?
That's fine.
Yeah, Drip and I will bunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a deposit on that one. That's gonna be 5 gold if you're gonna keep him inside.
You lean over to Brutalitar. I don't recall.
Or it's you looting the bodies before.
And like this is in front of like the tavern keep.
How do you not have gold?
I only have silver. I have max silver, and I bought everybody drinks.
And I'm just gonna kind of grumble, more smoke kind of billowing out, and I'm going to turn around and give her 5 gold.
Thanks. That's just for the wolf. Your rooms are gonna be 1 gold each.
And more smoke out of my nose as
And
I'm
this is no
taking off
smoking
7.
in here. You have to go outside to smoke.
I can't help that.
Okay, she hands over 2 keys for you, straight up the steps. Do not
The
let.
area to clean is in the rooms as well.
Oh no, it's down the hall. You have to share it with everybody else here. It's just a bucket, but you can use it.
All right, well, I'm not gonna need that, and I hop right into the room and shack up.
And Pink already helped me clean up, so never mind.
You're all smelling fine. Don't need the wash bucket tonight.
The community wash bucket. Thanks, dear.
So do you all make your way upstairs to bed?
Yes, I would.
All right.
Never. Stew though.
I really want to, while I'm sitting in my bunk room with Drip, is it just me and Drip, or are all of us in the same room?
If you get 2 rooms, it would be you and Drip, and then Tink and Brutalitar in the other.
Excellent. Well, I'm gonna be practicing certain tricks with him, just like casual tricks, like shake and roll over and just play with them a little bit.
Great. Go ahead and make an animal handling check for me on that, and we'll just see how much he's going to retain tomorrow. And Tincture, you are going to finish your dinner before you head upstairs. Is there anything else you wanted to do before you go?
No, I think I'm good.
I got an 8 on the animal handling.
Okay. He's not listening to a goddamn thing you're saying, but he is really enjoying your company, and you're enjoying his. So that's not nothing.
No, that's all that matters.
Yeah. You have a friend, and that's what really matters at the end of the day. As you all head up to your rooms, or at least Brutalitar and Tincture, as you head up to your shared bunk, you see a little gnome walking in with blue hair sprouting out of his ears, and he orders himself an ale that is bigger than his head, and he hops up in a stool that's twice his height and just makes himself comfortable at the bar, tipping back. Okay. And then you see him, and somebody next to him slaps him on the back, and he, oh boy, it's been a tough day from Grimble. And that's the last thing you hear as you head upstairs.
How old is this man? How has he made it this long?
I think.
And while I'm in the room, I'm going to say the only thing of notice that I guess Tink would see is me in the room with a torch, just kind of like sitting on the bed, and I'd kind of be sitting there like trying to manipulate the flames, essentially. You see my hand like closing as if I'm like trying to extinguish it, like just there with the torch and messing around, and nothing's happening, but he's intently practicing, and you see his wizard book out as he's kind of reading some things as he tries.
Is he wearing his armor?
At this point, I'm gonna say no, it's more casual, so civilian clothes, just like robes. A mage's robes, I'll say. So don't stab me right now because my AC is not.
No,
Sorry, what? Huh?
I would never. No.
I am going to be shutting down the bar, staying up as late as possible. I don't need much time to sleep, so I will play as long as somebody's willing to listen. DM, you let me know how much tips I make, and then by the end of the night, a little bit later, okay?
Yeah.
And yeah, and before I eventually go to my room, push the bed in front of the door, and then just kind of like sit on the bed, get myself cleaned up, take all my stuff off, and then just go into like a meditative stance on the bed itself.
Fantastic. GOG, your room is the smallest one. Here at the inn, it looks like it was a hastily converted supply closet, but the price was right, so you have no problem making yourself comfortable. Go ahead and roll 3d10, and that'll be how much gold that you were able to make tonight, because it was a great performance. Brutalitar, you've been trying for however long, 20, 30 minutes, just trying to manipulate the flames of this torch, and then you hear a banging at the door. Bum, bum, bum. I said no smoking in here. Put it out. And you realize that torches make quite a bit of smoke.
A window.
Anything else you'd all like to do before you go to sleep?
Yes. Tincture has, well, Brutalitar has been focusing on this flame. She's been doing her own little project. She has taken out a piece of chalk, and she's started to draw this runic circle on the floor. And once she feels like she's done, she'd put Brutalitar's armor in the center, and she would touch her hands on it, and it would glow, and his armor would look a little bit more special now.
Pink, as you do that, I'm gonna say it's right after the person bangs on the door and is like, put it out! And I have to like put the torch out the traditional way, and then I see your magic work over there, and then I'm like, God damn it. And like draconic.
She's gonna respawn back in draconic. Sorry.
You hear your footsteps stomping back down the stairs away from your room. Anything else for you guys?
I'm
That's
asleep.
it for me.
I want to edit the circle a little bit, and then I'm gonna put a a jug in the center, and I'm gonna do the same thing.
Cool. And the jug appears to change and take on some magical properties it didn't have before?
Yeah, it does.
Cool. Very cool. Any other infusions for the night?
No, just those two, because I can only do two. And just so you know, as the DM, that is an alchemy jug, and it is the armor of magical strength.
Artificers are the best, I tell you what. So, Brutalitar and Tincture, you have Tink, an insanely large bed, and Brutalitar, an insanely small bed. Same size beds, but one of you is a lot more comfortable sleeping tonight. It's just straw, but it's clean, and it's not quiet. The bard is still playing for hours after you try and go to sleep, but you do still manage to drift off. Were you going to say something, Brutalitar?
Yeah. Tank, you would see that I don't use the pillow essentially that's provided by the place. I essentially kind of have my bedroll laid out. And like, it's essentially, the best word I can use is bedazzled, but with gold coins.
Yes.
And he's essentially just in, like, it looks like he enjoys laying on gold, essentially. So his bedroll has a significant amount of gold coins into the bedroll.
Yeah. Gonna take your pillow so I can have another one.
I love you guys so much. So, Tincture, as you're trying to drift off to sleep, and you are able to kind of muffle the sounds of the music downstairs because you now have an extra pillow to cover your ears with, you just feel the gentle pulling of dream washing over you when all of a sudden you hear a voice in your head. You weren't expecting that. Hey, kid, it's Drac. Just checking in. Making sure you're still alive. It's just kidding. I'm sure you're fine. Did Eliza tell you she infused your... And that's it. And as these words come to you in your mind, you feel the amulet around your neck glows warm. And then when the message ends, it goes cold again.
I kind of like tightly hold it against my body as I'm snuggling in the blankets, and things are sleeping a lot more soundly now, definitely.
You can make an intelligence check if you want, or Arcana, whatever you're stronger with.
Let's find out. I'm gonna go with Arcana. It's a 24.
You are reassured to know that it seems like your friends back home, when you weren't looking, must have infused the sending spell into your amulet. And it was already a pretty cool amulet. But now you would also know that if it functions as a sending stone, you could reply if you wanted.
I will keep that in mind.
Okay. Can you go to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay. Lofane, it's a little easier for you to fall asleep. You just feel a bit more secure in your surroundings, especially with a wolf by your side who is always on alert. And as you drift off, you have the same dream that you frequently have. You start to drift away from consciousness to this flowing, comforting feeling of clear water. And to anybody else having this dream, this wouldn't feel comforting, but to Lofane, you feel this water rising around your ankles, then up to your knees and your waist. And this water gently rises to your chest and your neck. And then with a smile, you submerge your face and your head under the water, and then you breathe under the water. You take this deep, cooling breath of water as you go down, and you dive deep. And you open your eyes, and you look up to the water's surface, and you see the sunlight above you is dappling, just making sparkles above you. And when you feel okay, when you feel safe, this is a dream that comes to you sometimes, but the dream changes, and you hear this melodic sound of bubbles, like tiny bubbles, like they're whispering to you like a parent. they're not words, but you know how dreams work? You can kind of just make sense of things that wouldn't make sense if you're awake. And in your dream, you kind of have a sense that the bubbles are trying to tell you something. This feeling of, be careful, child. There is darkness here. And I think that's a good place to take a break. We'll be right back.
All right.
Bleach.
We are back, and I have. Oh, that works. That works. I have fun news. We didn't even realize about half an hour ago. My mother-in-law, who I love so much, caused another wild magic surge.
Thanks,
So,
Mom.
here we go. Love you. Okay. The fun thing about this die is it rolls for a while. I don't think this is gonna be a good one. Here we go. Brutalitar.
Oh no.
I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Why just me? What did you roll? Okay. Wisdom saving.
Wanted a dream. I didn't
in.
have one ready to go, so I think you deserve the spotlight for a minute.
13.
13. You were gonna need to beat a 14 for this one.
I got a 14, but I have a -1 mod.
Oh no!
Love it.
Tincture, you were just getting ready to wake up anyway. There's a window in your room, very small, just like carved out of the wood. No curtain. It's not that kind of place. And Tink, the sun hit you. You've had a nice long rest. This is a very nice inn as far as you're concerned. And you stretch, and you look down, and you see the leftover chalk runic circle on the floor from your work the night before. And you look over to your friend Brutalitar. And he's not there. What you see tucked under his bedazzled bed covers is a sheep. What does that sheep sound like, Brutalitar?
I think you're muted.
I think it's so offensive. That was worth every penny. It's not like any sheep you've seen before, Tincture. Instead of like fluffy white wool, it has tinges of red throughout, and you do see some like glowing around its neck. But you know that angry Ba, that is your friend. You don't know what happened, but something strange has happened today. Anyway, Brutalitar, I'll let you know if that ends. Can someone clip that, please?
I'm working on it.
I love it.
Oh, that was great. Thank you, Discord community, for helping us build the Wild Magic Search table. Jump in the Discord if you want to make things worse for all of us here in this campaign. We really appreciate it. The day is yours, heroes. You're welcome to head downstairs, find some breakfast, reconvene. As you do head downstairs, or clop downstairs if you choose to, or sit and brood as a sheep, it's entirely up to you. You do hear noise downstairs. You see there's a lot of people in the tavern drinking coffee and catching up. And you see tables of, looks like the older residents of Phandelver, and you can kind of just hear them gossiping with each other. It's a nice vibe. How would you all like to start your day?
Question: How big of a sheep am I? Am I like carry size?
sheep.
Am I
Oh my
like?
God.
Am I like miniature sheep, or am I like what's going on right now? I gotta figure
I
out.
hope he's a miniature sheep.
Yeah, am I like Yorkie size, Great Dane size? That matters.
You are massive.
Okay.
You're the size of a ram. I guess.
Okay.
I guess you would technically be a ram. Yeah.
Okay.
I hope this isn't
gonna-
a problem with.
I'm gonna
Rip.
scoop Tink up on my back as we walk down.
He's kind of, okay. I guess this is happening now.
I wish it had been the cow, because don't cows have that thing where they can't go down steps? I just want to spend the rest of the day at the inn.
Well, I mean, I think, is it goats or sheep that get stunned? So I could just like tense up and go prone at the most inopportune moment.
Fall with Tink on your back.
That's funny.
Okay.
He's very nervous right now.
All right, I'll go down. Are you downstairs, Brutalitar?
I think I'm gonna start to head downstairs at this point because
Okay, well,
animals
I will-
aren't allowed in the building. So
Right. I'll open the door and head down the hallway towards the stairs, and I see this big old sheep. And I'm like, oh, look at you, big boy. And I want to give this big old sheep a hug. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Give this big old sheep a hug.
Hank is just gonna peek out from the giant amount of fluff on his. I think this is Tally. I don't know what happened.
No way, what?
Great faced at you, Lofane, as you're hugging him. Like, if the sheep could just be like unentertained by a situation, it would be this right now.
I'm gonna hear all the ruckus. No, go ahead.
As I'm hugging him, there's some sizzling going on. I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely Brutalitar.
And as I'm hearing all this commotion, I'm gonna open my door to the and look out. I'm just like brushing my teeth, like I just slowly close the door.
I want to give one really fierce, and as I do it, I want to kind of like stomp my back hoof. Whoever's there right now, just like, can I do that in Draconic? A Draconic bah.
No. But it has a Draconic accent is what it has. Like, you can't speak right now, but you would have, like, Lofane being as acquainted with you are as the animal kingdom, you might detect that this creature has an accent.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Do you know how to fix this? Maybe. I don't know how to fix this.
I don't, but I love it. Oh, and I start heading downstairs with Drip to go get some food. Let's feed the boy. He's a big boy. He needs some food.
The innkeeper looks up from behind the bar, and she sees you as you all come padding, walking, riding, and clopping into the room, and looks up. Are you kidding me? What is this? Why is this in my inn? What is this? What? No.
I'm not gonna head outside. I'm gonna head to the fireplace, and I'm gonna eat coals like I'm grazing.
Yeah.
You would keep your fire resistance. I'm for this.
I'm gonna get off its back now. Since we're getting near the fire, I'm like, no.
She completely saw like a horse you're riding get sidetracked, and she can see it going near the fire, and she's like, nope, none of this.
Explain yourself, or it has to leave. I can't. What is this?
Well, I just woke up and he was like this. It's the Dragonborn that was here with me last night. Pretty sure.
Honey, that's a sheep. That's no Dragonborn. That's sheep. What the fuck is a sheep doing in my inn?
It's eating coal.
Wait, but like, is it though? Like, look at the dark red and black fur, and like, that's not like any sheep I've ever seen.
Hot coals
right,
dripping out my mouth.
Sheep don't eat coals.
Here. Don't worry about it. We're fine. We just need food. We can get it to go outside if you prefer.
You two can both make a persuasion check if you want.
Excellent.
Not persuasive.
My persuasion is trash.
Oh,
but 19. That's what's up.
Okay.
I'm gonna make one just because.
Go for it.
-1. Let's see what happens. That's a 6.
Ooh, okay. That's okay. Lofane, against the odds, with a giant gray dirty wolf by your side as you point to this enormous glowing red tin sheep, you just kind of smile at the innkeeper, and she reluctantly smiles back at you. Oh, okay, you can take a table in the corner. Just, you can't shit anywhere, okay? Just keep it clean, please.
Absolutely, yeah. I can animal handle all day. And we head over to the corner. I'd like mutton for the dog, and maybe some more coals for our sheep.
Sure. We have duck eggs today and coffee, if you'd like.
Duck eggs. Okay. What do you think, Drip? Okay.
The innkeeper gestures to you, GOG. What do you have, sweetie?
Oh, I'll just have my morning tea and my some toast, and that'll be fine.
You got it. Pippa, get the toast. And you see the little girl from last night. Now her hair is kind of pulled back into 2 braids like this with bows right here. She runs in back and starts helping with breakfast. And you guys can have a
I'll
seat.
give her a little wave. Like so. Okay. So I was thinking about it last night. I'm looking for a muse. I'm looking for a hero. Like, really? That's what I'm looking for. I've been doing this for a long time, and quite frankly, I mean, yeah, I like singing mountain songs. That's cool, but I want to sing something cool, something next level. I want to sing about the next generation of heroes. Basically, I need a muse. I'm looking. So whatever you guys are up to, I'm more than welcome to join for a little bit. You could try it out. Try it out for just a little bit. I'll even draw up a contract for us. I mean, a bard's got to make a living.
The sheep comes over close to you and just like starts chewing coals closer. Bah. Seems very interested in what you're saying.
I look over to Lofade and another one of your animals. I take it.
Yeah, I believe it's our friend Brutalitar.
Pretty sure
Either
it's
way,
him.
yeah. Either way, he's a friend of mine. Seems gentle enough. I assume he's a Brutalitar, given he's really hot. But on your question about following us around, my understanding is that the bard's song is much like the wind. It travels all throughout the world, and will bring people more aware of what we're trying to fight for. I personally am fighting for nature, and I'd like to demolish the red brands. So any help we can get doing that would be highly appreciated.
And he begins like taking notes in his journal. Demolish nature. Okay.
No, we don't want to demolish nature. We want to save nature and demolish the red brands.
Save nature.
Yeah,
Save nature.
correct.
Got
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I haven't had my morning coffee and tea. Or, I'm sorry, tea yet. The whole hugging in the hallway with the sheet, it threw me off. It kind of just like, oof, you know what I mean?
Yeah, our energy
yeah.
is all over the place with our group. It's fun.
Hey, no, that's chaos brings
Content.
adventure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so here's what I'm proposing. Drop a contract. You hire me to be your bard. Paltry sum. 35 a week. If you can't do that, maybe we could do it like a little installment plan. It'd be a little bit more expensive because I gotta make some money as I'm going. I mean, my services aren't necessarily free. I am a businessman, of course.
So,
Sounds like it.
DM, I'm sorry. Sheep has an intelligence of 4, so going off that, what does this table taste like?
Kind of waxy, but not bad. Good on the gums.
I'm gonna keep chewing on it.
Excellent.
All right, so you're a businessman.
Correct.
King is not paying any attention to this conversation. She's just trying to like gently pull Brutalitar from the table. Like,
And I'm gonna keep.
I'm
I'm fighting.
When you
it.
say 5, what do you mean? You use 5 a week, and I pull out my silver coins or my copper coins.
Yes, correct. It would be 5 silver. It would be 5 silver a day if we're going the installment route. If you're going to pay weekly, it'll be 35 flat rate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna
our
lie.
Sheep here has
I
all
was
the money. He's the one to talk to. Our sheep.
Am I right to assume that
It's true.
GOG has the most colorful clothes at the table?
He certainly does, Brutalitar. Excellent observation.
I'm gonna switch from the table to trying to nip at his clothes.
Great, Tammy.
Nope. Stop. That is expensive. Do not.
I'm sorry. He's not usually like this.
Okay, hey, Brutalitar, just sit. And I have a little potato in my hand.
Make an animal
Sit.
handling check.
You're gonna call that? Okay.
I'll allow it.
Oh, fuck. 9.
Is it 9?
It's 9, yeah.
I'm gonna like just completely disregard that and keep going for the close right now.
Get the hell. Bat. Get your damn phone.
I'm sorry, I tried. I can't do much about it. I mean, he's the one with the money, so as far as you come with us,
I'm going to try to like lift up his head. I'm like, let it fucking go, you dirty rotten. And then as I cast Vicious Mockery.
Oh no!
Oh no! Does that cause psychic damage, GOG?
It does.
Brutalitar, how many hit points
Wisdom save.
do you have?
6. Well, okay. The sheep has 3.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw as the sheep.
Oh boy! Oh, this sheep has better wisdom than Brutalitar.
Oh, no.
Yes!
oh, it's so
Straight
tight.
roll!
You're excited about this?
Straight roll! Okay, it's a 7 down.
Okay.
7.
Listen, I take any boost I can get when I can get it. Don't shame me.
No, you got it.
You take 3 psychic damage.
That's enough for the sheep.
Yeah, you all hear this popping sound as all of a sudden Brutalitar emerges at the side of your table on all fours with GOG's cloak between his teeth.
So this is what you're into, huh?
I'm going to awkwardly get up. And if there's a chair next to me, I'm just going to grab it and sit down like nothing happened.
Is he wearing
Look,
clothing?
Yes.
Is he wearing
Yes,
clothes?
you, T.
he is wearing the clothing that he went to bed in.
Oh, thank God.
is his armor still upstairs then, in the room with him, where he slept? Because he didn't have his armor on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
I
it's by
guess.
druid rules, he'd still have his stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Tink,
Yeah.
did you bring everybody's backpack with you this morning?
No, I didn't. I was sort of picked up from the bed and carried downstairs. I didn't really have a chance.
There you go. There's stuff still upstairs.
I'm gonna look over to Brutalitar and I'm like, I'm gonna be honest. You need to work on your image a little bit, and I think I can help you. I think you might need my service, and yeah. And I just give you a big old look like,
I'm
Like
gonna
a judging
look
grandma?
at you. I'm gonna look at you, and I'm gonna snarl and have flames in my mouth, and I'm gonna try and do an intimidation check to save face. My purpose isn't to like scare you, but it's more to look the part. So
it's
let's see.
wisdom check on that, right?
The 9. I'm getting all the bad rolls out the way, guys.
Get him out of the way.
I hope so. Mine did that too.
You see, I can indeed produce flames in my mouth at times. That is about all you take away.
Not in here, all right? And the innkeeper comes over with a tray and sets down all your breakfast orders and throws a sloppy bowl of mutton on the floor for drip. Put your tea in front of you, GOG. And she leans in
Thank you so
close. You're so welcome. She leans in close to you, Lofane. What are you talking about, destroying the red brands? Are you serious about that?
Absolutely.
Did you hear about Theldrendra?
Deldendra?
No, Fel was the woodcarver. And apparently they were in his shop like 2 weeks ago, and they started messing with his wife, so he stood up to them, and they just murdered him. They left his body like right there on the floor. We don't know what happened to the body. We weren't able to hold a funeral, and no one's seen his wife and kids since.
That doesn't sound good.
No.
They're awful.
They're here in Phandelver?
Everywhere. They mess with everybody except
Can I
Halia.
make an insight check as to like why they're whispering right now? Like, is there someone here that they don't want to overhear them kind of thing?
Sure, yeah, you can make an insight check.
5.
Maybe she just wasn't talking to you. Maybe she was just talking to Levine. You're not sure. Yeah.
I'd like to ask, is there any way I can identify these people? They are called red brands. I assume they wear red. We ran into somebody earlier wearing red. Couldn't.
Oh, are they like...
I'm not too.
I looked at him because I'm wearing red.
Not like that.
Except for you, buddy. Psst, psst.
You are red.
Have one on each other.
They're just shitty youths. They have the red cloaks, yeah.
Ah, shitty
Have I run
youths.
into them the last few days?
You would have, Geoji, yeah, just walking through town. You see him strutting around, mostly just young people. You see him hassling, like, the locals. You've seen him kind of push people around, in some instances, you've seen them just, like, take their stuff. Yeah, you've seen it, too.
Yeah. Those guys are
well,
dicks. I try to avoid them. Usually just spend my time here, unless I gotta go to the Barthens, but other than that, yeah, I don't plan on staying here very long. This place is kind of a shithole. I'll come back when it's a little bit more established. People here are wonderful.
Excuse you. I mean, yeah, the people are wonderful. We're doing the best we can, all right? We're trying to build something here.
Yeah, I've had a
sorry,
great experience here. Yeah.
I'm more so referring to the red brand problems. Like, I mean, you would think that somebody in charge would actually take care of it.
They
I mean,
And also, I feel like any good establishment would allow animals to walk freely throughout it. So
I feel like
you've caused trouble each time I've tried to do that, but ultimately you're willing to do that. So I do appreciate that.
Son, can I ask you something? Have you been in many establishments?
No.
Okay, so let's not make assumptions about what establishments do. Most don't, and it seems like that's a new concept to you, so I will not kill your sheep and wolves next time I see them. But thank you for respecting my property.
Well,
Does she see that I'm like a full dragonborn again sitting at the table?
You see her like glancing at you out of the corner of her eye. She's not quite sure what to make of you.
Hey,
okay, well, I'm a little gruff now. I like to just chug the rest of my, I guess it was duck egg, you said? Like to crack it open, I guess, and pour it in my mouth. I don't know what you do with duck egg.
It came over easy.
And then wipe it off and then start walking out and be like, come on, drip.
Okay, that was 7 silver.
Oh, and I'll come over and fumbling my coins that I don't know what to do with and be like, silver, 7. Here you go.
Thank you. Are you coming back tonight?
No, for your troubles, and I'll dink, flink another one.
Thank you. She starts wiping down the table where you're sitting.
I look over. I meant no disrespect about the shithole.
It's fine. It is a shithole. It's just it's our shithole, and so we're allowed to say it, not outsiders.
And again, my apologies.
It's fine. You're performing again tonight, right?
Of course, yeah. I mean, as long as we're in town, I'll perform for you guys. Get the house jumping a little bit.
Okay. All right. Please
Whatever helps out.
Don't call it a shithole in front of the locals. Okay?
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I get a little bit testy when I haven't had my tea. So sorry.
Of course. What are the rest
I'm
of you doing?
outside.
Okay.
I give her a gold.
Okay. I will hold your room for you. Sounds good. Thank you.
No, that's just for breakfast, and then whatever is extras for you. Appreciate it.
We need more like you around here.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say. So back to this contract I was suggesting. I began pulling out my abacus. I got one already laid out right here. If you want to just go over it, we can.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna skim it, and I'm gonna be like,
no, these flat rates will not do. Here's my counter offer. I will offer you 10% of my adventurer earnings. When I profit, you profit, but you will not be getting paid if I'm not making income.
That, actually, actually might be kind of a good deal for you. We are getting paid 50 gold to deliver a wagon.
I said adventuring income. This does not include previous engagements.
I mean, if we're going by the stipulations of this contract, we haven't finished our quest yet, so technically it would.
Whose side are you
already
on?
in contract. How many contracts do you currently hold?
No, I'm looking at yours.
My fault. Sorry. I mean, 10%. There's no guarantee you have any.
Oh,
income
there's
at
a
all.
wild magic directed at GOG.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Oh no, I rolled for it. I just didn't want to interrupt this.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Oh, I did see you roll. That's what that was.
I'm sorry. I became a sheep. I just wanted to, make sure GOG had one aimed at him. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Not Lofane, since you left the area, but Brutalitar, GOG, and Tincture. I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Me again.
Oh, this is what I think it is. I'm so happy.
This wild magic surge is brought to you by our friend Red Platinum. Thank you, Red. I know you wanted it directed at the bard, but it doesn't. This one doesn't work like that.
I rolled a 7. Oh, wait, I have advantage. I'm gonna use that.
Go for it.
That's 6.
You're right there with
That's a
me.
19.
Yeah.
19. Brutalitar.
Oh, the one it's meant for skips through it.
Yeah.
Skips through the minefield.
Would you roll Brutalitar?
An 8.
Oh god, here we go. Here's what happens. The air around you begins to change. It grows cold. You hear this, oh Jesus. You hear this whistling sound. Tincture, Brutalitar. You hear, and it seems like no one else around you can hear this deep, spiritual wailing. Ooh. Let's see which one of you is closest. That's fun.
I mean, I'm looking over the contract, so probably me.
Yeah. You both are kind of sweaty, but which one of you rolled lower? Just so I know.
I did.
Okay. You both hear it, and you feel this chill in your bones. Something about this place feels unholy. It feels wrong. You're both gonna take 6 points of psychic damage, but Tincture, you suddenly feel this possession fill you. And Brutalitar, you look over at Tincture, and her eyes have gone white as she is filled with a strange spirit that you were not expecting. And I
look at everybody and the deal wasn't that bad.
And Tincture, you feel your arms start moving of their own accord, and this voice that isn't yours come out of your mouth. I live here now. Slaps yourself in the face.
I grab her hands, so I don't know, that just scared me now, so I just grabbed her hands.
Your friend is gone. It's me, Casper. I'm the one in the body now. There's only one way to get rid of me.
I'm just staring at this thing holding her arms just looking at it now, letting it finish its monologue.
The innkeeper slams down a bottle that she was washing. What is this? Now, we've had no trouble in this inn, and now what is the wailing? What is this? You need to leave. And Tincture, you're the one arm that Brutalitar isn't holding is just ah!
What do we do to get you to leave? You haven't said anything.
You see Tincture's body, I'm sorry, not of its own accord, pop to its feet, her back arched at a weird angle, and she starts trying to attack you. I'm gonna need you both to roll initiative.
Okay. And I imagined having her almost by both wrists, so
I had a good run.
I don't know if that helps at all with anything. That's a 12.
Come on, you'll show up. You can beat Brutalitar. Come on.
Tincture.
I mean, he isn't wearing armor right now. Actually, that's a good point.
That's true. Tincture, you are overcome with the spirit of the ghost. You cannot see, and right now your body is not your own, but your powers are still your own, and you are filled with this incredible urge to attack Brutalitar. Go ahead and roll initiative. I'm gonna need you to.
Oh, I had to roll initiative too.
This is what the spirit wants you to do. It wants you to attack him. I didn't write this.
18.
How would the spirit that's filling your body want to attack Brutalitar right now?
Well, I was carried directly from my bed downstairs, so I don't have weapons, correct? Which is probably good.
Not for me. Yeah.
Does the spirit, would it know things that she knows?
Yes. It is briefly scanning your intellect to figure out what you're capable of. And it wants you to at least attempt to do some damage.
She is going to take a very familiar stance to Brutalitar, a stance that he's seen before, a stance that she takes anytime that she's trying to duel him.
Okay.
She's just gonna reach down to her boot and just pull at her dagger and just defensively just ready to attack him.
Make an attack roll.
That's a 17.
Well,
and you're not wearing armor?
I'm sorry, we got the initiative in as well?
Yeah. Thank you for the raid, top-down tabletop. You're just in time to watch uncharacteristic PvP. Glad you guys are here. Yeah, what was your initiative higher than 19?
Oh no, okay, just checking. And yeah, no, that hits. My AC is an astounding 10 right now.
Oh no. So you see just the possessed body of Tincture and just her joints at the wrong angles lunge at you and just pierce into your side with her tiny dagger. How much damage is that doing, Tincture?
That does 4 damage, but would I be using Fury of the Smallest?
Would you?
I mean, I don't think Tincture would, because she wouldn't want to hurt him, but she's not herself, so...
Would Tincture do it to an enemy?
Yeah, she would.
Just in time for the murder.
So an extra 2 damage.
2 extra 2 damage, so 6 damage.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
Ooh. Right.
The innkeeper begins just slams her hands on the bar looking at the three of you. That's enough. I don't know what's going on. You're starting to... Looks like you're going to break my furniture. You need to leave, please. Brutalitar, what do you want to do?
Okay. I am going to pick up a chair, and I want to hold it defensively, as a makeshift shield. And I'm going to bonus action second wind, because ow. I'm hurt overall right now. So second wind, figuring that out, 1d10 plus my level. So that's going to be...
Okay.
Not what I needed right now. So that's 2. All right, and then I am going to take the dodge action.
Smart.
Say,
good idea.
Tincture, come to your senses, fight it.
And I'm there with a chair in between me and her, trying to yeah. And it's my turn.
Okay. At this point, the innkeeper sees that both of you are in fighting positions. She takes the bottle that she was washing, smashes it over the bar, and goes, "That's enough, kids. Time to go. She will storm out from behind the bar and just try and take a quick slash at you, Tincture. I'm so sorry. Do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, hey, apropos of nothing, look at these amazing dice from Blighted Dawn. Check out @BlightedDawn on Instagram. I won a giveaway, and these are like the prettiest dice I have.
You won them at a giveaway.
Yeah, and they roll terrific. Tincture, that is an 18 to hit.
Oh my goodness, someone gave Tink advantage.
That's horrible.
That definitely hits.
Okay, doing 4 points of slashing damage. And
she's definitely really hurt.
As this happens, you see this gash appear across your collarbone, but instead of blood, it looks like white silver smoke, and you see this whoosh as this spectral form releases from your body. And Brutalitar, you see her eyes go from white back to her regular color, and her green goblin skin looks healthy again, and you see this spirit fly up towards the ceiling, wailing, "Fuck you!" And it flies out the window. You're both a little worse for the wear. If you're just tuning in, here's what happened was we are streaming for charity. If you make a $25 donation to the Trevor Project, then you can cause a wild magic surge to happen in our game. And it's bonkers.
I would say so.
Yeah.
So with what just happened, I'm going to kind of put the chair down and be like, and this is to the barkeep.
I thank you for your help, but if you attack this one again, we will have issues.
I think we will have issues. Perhaps you two should find somewhere else to sleep tonight.
Yes, your place is haunted.
And I will leave.
It didn't used to be. It clearly is.
I'm outside playing with Drip.
Tincture's gone and hid under a table.
Oh.
Look, Tincture, little goblin girl, are you okay?
I don't know. This place is haunted.
How bad do you look?
I am at 5 hit points, so pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at the giant gash on your back. Like, oh, that looks absolutely terrible. Here, let me go ahead and help you out with that. And I'm gonna pull out my lute and just start playing a little bit, and I begin singing. Where is it? Guess I'm gonna heal you up, 'cause you went and got hit the ground. Why you gonna hurt like that, friend? Do better. As I do a healing word.
God damn.
It's so much.
Y'all got rickrolled, shit.
We signed up for this.
As soon as it loads up on me, because
Fan fade.
God.
It's great.
Where is it? There it is. Not bad, but better than nothing. 3 hit points. So you're moving heals up a little bit.
That's good. I definitely appreciate it.
Come on out. Let's go. I need to finish having this conversation with your friend. Does this type of stuff happen to you guys often?
No.
Now it does.
Huh. Gonna have to reevaluate this contract. Come on, let's go meet your friends real quick.
Okay. Right.
Sorry,
All right,
ma'am.
I see
the
Tink come outside, and I'm like, "Are you all right?"
Pink is shaking like a leaf. She is just petrified of whatever the hell is going on. She's just looking around. I don't know.
Well, I don't know why it took you guys so long, but we should go find Silda.
Your friends just had a fight of some sort. This little one got possessed by some fucking demon or some haunted
Wait, what?
crazy lady. I've been here 3
gentle
days. That's never
creature.
happened.
I'll give her a hug.
Thank you.
She
You okay?
attacked your big friend over there,
Oh, that's bad news from a big friend.
and they both got kicked out of the pub. They can no longer sleep here this evening.
Oh,
So,
that's fine. I wasn't planning on coming back here anyway. I was tired of their weird rules. So I'd like to go find Zelda. What do you think?
generally, she's not wrong. Generally, most people don't have animals in their establishments, especially one that serves food and not liquor. You don't want to get the hair or the nasty debris within your food. It could be a whole nasty thing.
I don't really understand because we're all animals, but I guess you're
You're not
coming
wrong,
with us.
sir.
Fucking hippies.
I still have to have a conversation with your big friend over there. He looks like he needs a hype man. But yeah, at least while you're in Phandalin, and then we'll see what happens. If you
Okay.
guys are adventurers and you're regularly getting into some shit, I'd like to see what you're all about. I've never been an adventurer myself. I'm more of a studious person, except for the traveling bar to bar. But I was just staying at the main trail, doing right. I avoid any confrontation if I can. So
Okay, well, it sounds like you're looking for a muse, correct? You said you were looking for a muse.
yeah, this is true.
Well, you were talking about contracts or whatever in there, like a deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it
it's
sounds
just
like we'd be
simple
doing you a
monetary-
favor if you were following us around, giving
I
you.
mean, you may not have witnessed what happened, but like the little one here, she was just hurt very badly inside, and I was able to heal her just a little bit. It wasn't a lot. I managed to close the wound a little bit, but I can offer services similar to this, at the very least, I can sing you some great songs along the way.
I do your songs. I mean, by all means. What do you think, Tink?
I definitely think if these weird things keep happening, you'll have some stories to tell. That's for sure.
Big man, seeing what I just saw between the two of you, I feel like I might get in the crosshairs of some of your nonsense. So, 20%.
Ooh. I don't know what that means, but
Are you muted?
Oh, I'm talking to Brutalitar. You're muted, Brutalitar.
No, I am not. I am simply contemplating. Listen, I am not a stranger to your work. Tincture and I have had the chance to see your performance in Neverwinter. No doubt you are worth what you say. However, we must work our way up to such things. 10% is a great starting point. How about this? We'll meet in the middle. 15%. And this is from my cut specifically. I cannot welcome you to other people's spoils. But as such, I expect great songs of the Glory Main House.
Pulls out a notebook. Glory Main. All right, keep that in mind. Well, I just need a few minutes to make a little addendum to the contract, and then we'll just gonna sign it. Of course, I like formality. I like to have a paper trail. You know what I mean? Like for my contract, for my records, and I mean, eventually I'll write an autobiography, and I need to have like as much as I can on hand. So, yeah, and I'll just step away. Instead, I'm like,
I'm
sorry.
My patron is very big on bookkeeping, so I understand wanting to have a paper trail.
Well then, and I just take a few moments to write it up, and then I was like, okay, so we got a pretty basic contract right here. You, and then you insert name here, hires me, Geoji Dreamlove, for services related but not limited to singing, storytelling, note-taking, hype man, entourage, until we'll say summer's end. At which point you should you want to continue my services, we'll renegotiate the cost by then. Should your the clout gets a little bit higher and your income is a little bit better. You, initial hereby agree to these terms and services of this agreement for the agreed upon amount
was it 20% again, right? No, it was 15. 15, that's right. 15%. I, GOG Dreamlove, have the right to end this agreement at any time if I should find this partnership disagreeable in any way.
I'm reading this
whereas,
too as he's saying this.
Yeah.
I'm reading this.
Whereas, should you, insert name here, decide to terminate my services, an exit fee will be paid upon exit of the amount of 200 gold in any denomination you see fit. Should either party fail to agree to these terms, a challenge will be made by the disagreeing party. That challenge may be, but not limited to, judgment by a higher authority figure. Let them determine the means of the consequence. A duel, a battle of wits, etc., etc. That's just for formality. So just go ahead and sign, date, and hold on.
Over a disagreement.
I look at you kind of curiously. Like, just curiously, like, duel.
I mean, a duel is a duel. I mean, I've been known to partake in a little fisticuffs every now and then. Gets a little rowdy in the bars, but a duel is a duel. So if these are agreeable terms, feel free to just sign, date, and if one of your fine friends here wants to sign a witness, then we can begin this partnership.
What is today's date?
It's Saturday.
Insert date here.
Very well.
And I would work my way through an initial sign.
All
initial.
right. All looks good. Now for the part. Now pull out a blade. The blood draw. Just kidding. And I put the blade away. Roll up the pole. Put it away. Hold my hand out. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to working together, Brutalator.
I shake his hand, and as soon as I'm done shaking his hand, you can tell I remember something. Oh, shit. I left all my armor, everything in the room back there. So I'm going to head back and get our stuff.
If you work for us, can you help us get our stuff? We kind of left it in the room.
Sure, I'll follow behind Brutalator, just in case anything happens.
I'm going to, walk through essentially like I own the place to just like walk to my room. So if they don't stop me, I'm just going to go to the room and get my stuff. But I know I'm probably not that lucky. So let me know what happens, DM.
You actually don't see the innkeeper or her wife through, so you are able to go upstairs and you kind of take a look around. But it looks like the hallway to your bedroom is empty right now.
All right. I'm going to go grab all our stuff. If anyone left anything, I'd grab it.
As soon as you open the door to your room, you hear a and you see the little girl with the braided hair look up. She is going through your stuff.
I'm sorry. Mom, my mom said that you
Don't be.
I was gonna
Curiosity is healthy.
Okay. I didn't take anything.
That's fine.
Okay,
You probably should have. Some mischief is condoned at your age.
I am a pirate, so you know.
And I'm going to give her a silver piece.
Thanks, mister. You definitely belong on the crew. You gotta talk to the captain.
Where is your captain?
She lives on the Alderley farm, but you might also just finding her, like, killing villains out in the street, so you just,
Very well.
Okay.
I may not be back here in your establishment, so we should not be hard to find. Dreamlove should be back here this evening.
Okay.
He can be your contact if you care to reach our group.
Okay. Or if you join the pirate crew, then I'll see you at that meeting. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
I collect our stuff and head out.
Great. All right, so
I'm gonna check on my stuff though, because I don't believe her if she said she didn't take everything.
you can either make a perception check for your stuff or an insight check for the kid.
Insight check. They're both the same, so I don't know why I even thought about it. Oh, nat 20.
Nat
4
20.
19. Can I be the sheep again?
She had her hands in your coin purse, but it looks like you got to her before she took anything. So she
Smart
probably
girl.
would. Yeah. Okay, so you don't encounter any trouble. You actually don't see the stone hills on your way back out. So if you want to meet in the street with the rest of your party, you can.
Yep, easily enough. And if anyone left anything, I'd be handing it out as soon as I saw you.
Okay. GOG, you would know the local landmarks. You haven't been everywhere in this town. Like, there's maybe 40 different buildings of this town, but you know the big stuff. You know, the general store and provisions and the miners' exchange and things like that. So you could guide them.
I don't know much about this town,
Yeah.
but I've been here for a few days. I can show you a little bit. Like, there's a couple of farms around here. Barthen's Provisions is right around the corner. He's a pretty nice.
You say Barthen's? I think we'd like to go over there.
Yeah. It's and I look behind the building that we currently just left. I'm like, it's right. Can't miss it. You literally walked past it when you came into town. But it was evening, so I mean I can understand. But yeah, it's right there.
Cool. Well, I'd like to go to Barthen's. We can meet Silda here in a moment. Is she out here?
Is that where we were supposed to meet her?
No, I was just curious about that lion's head on the provisions that we found in the cave. And I believe I was told that, Barthen's Provisions would have some information on that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually here too in this town. It's over this way, right across the way.
Lion Shield Coster.
Hmm?
It's the Lion Shield Coster.
Oh, yeah.
Where is Silda? I do care to speak to her.
She told you all last night that she was going to be in the what the hell do you call it? The Town Master's Hall, if you wanted to find her today.
Ah, that's right. The Town Master's Hall. Should we split up or stay together? The choice is yours.
You've hired me, so I go where you go.
Well, I want to go to Barthen's Provisions, and I've got my boy here. Whoever wants to join us can.
As long as there's no more ghosts, I'm fine with whatever.
Around me, ghosts never show up. They're afraid of me.
She's just gonna reach down to her amulet and be like, "You know how to deal with ghosts? Like, am I gonna be okay?"
Yeah, dispel magic. It's that simple.
She's really talking to herself though when she says it. She's not talking to anyone in specific.
Oh, I see.
Do you activate the sending infusion for that, or are you really just talking to yourself?
I'd activate the sending infusion.
And you say, do you know how to deal with ghosts?
Yeah. Am I gonna be okay?
You hear a gruff voice come back to you.
Oh, yeah, we've dealt with a couple ghosts before. It's a little tricky. You're gonna want to make sure you have a salt line. You gotta make sure you never catch them on your toes. Some holy water won't go well. Oh, and you're also gonna want to dispel...
And then the word count cuts off.
I reach into her bag and take out some salt and just sprinkle it around her real quick.
And you know what? Since that looks like seasoning, I'm gonna say Brutality does the same thing with a piece of coal that he's carrying around. Makes a little coal circle around himself.
Why not?
When in doubt, fit in.
So you know the location of some stolen goods that belong to the Lion Shield Coster. You know that Barthen's Provisions owes you money because you returned their goods there, and you know that Silda is in the Town Master's Hall. And there's other places you can go to as well, but where would you like to head?
Me, I'd like to go... Oh, sorry. Were you talking about Talatar?
I was just gonna say, it sounds like the two places are Barthen's Provisions that I heard come up, and I know Brutalitar in character wants to speak to Silda. But that's not so much doesn't have to be so much a group thing, so I guess I'll accompany the group to Barthen's first.
Okay.
Sure.
So you follow GOG down this dirt road and come upon a quaint-looking general store with a wooden porch. There's a rocking chair up front. You see this swinging wooden sign that just says Barthen's creaking above. As you go to push open the front door, you notice the first thing you see is broken glass. Like there was like a painted glass pane on this door that's since been shattered, and as you step inside you hear the crunch of glass underneath, and you hear the ping of a bell ring above you, and an old man wearing an apron. He's got just a tiny bit of silver hair on top of his head, white apron, brown shirt, and he's sweeping up glass with a broom, and he looks up at you. Yeah, what can I do for it?
Hey, we were recently in some caves and we found this lion's head sigil on some of the provisions there. And I was wondering if you could tell us more about that.
A lion? You found a lion? In a cave?
Lion's head. Yeah, in a cave. Lion's head.
You found a lion
sigil.
in a cave? Good for you, son. Good for you.
Keep sweeping.
Forgot to tell you, he's kind of not all in the head.
Do you have meat to sell?
It's nice to meet you too, son. The name's Barthen.
Right, okay.
What can I get for you?
Can you tell me about
What?
lion's head? Oh, damn.
A lion?
Do you have meats?
It's nice to meet you too, son. We don't have lion meat. I'm sorry.
Hey, no.
What?
My dog, my wolf here, my friend, is hungry and would like some meats.
Oh. Hey, what's your name, puppy? It's nice to meet ya.
Oh, it looks like he pains him to bend down and try and pet your wolf. How does Drip respond to that?
He's become more familiar with people, so I feel like he's all about it. He's just like trying to like gesture him towards his ear, behind his ear.
Barthen kind of like tries to rub his head real gently, and you can see his hands are just shaking like crazy, and he looks up at you.
Your dog looks hungry. Should get him some meat.
Keep sweeping.
Absolutely, we'd love to do that. Do you have any meat that I can buy from you?
You know what? I have some rations I could sell you that you might like to feed your dog. They're in back. Anything else I can get you while I'm looking?
I was just curious about this lion's head that we found in a cave on some provisions.
It's not a lion's head.
Am I crazy? What, Tink? You know. You talk to the man.
GOG, you can hear Lofane perfectly well. You know that you've seen a lion's head crest just down the road at the Lion Shield Coster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're asking this old man stuff I just told you outside the house, outside of this place.
Oh my God!
Across the way.
I must be this
are
old
you
man.
Are you like? I was say, are you like this old man? Do you have something in your ears?
I might. Okay, well, can I get those rations? We need to. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I think we're supposed to deliver the wagon things here. The job that we had originally.
Can you step aside, miss? I gotta get the glass from around you. Still sweet.
Hi-oh.
Old man!
What?
They have some stuff for you.
Ah, terrific.
Is here.
You're the musician, right?
Yes.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, if you got stuff, I'll take it. I'm expecting a couple deliveries this week. What you got?
Yeah, they're the delivery guys.
Oh, terrific. Where is it?
I look to the rest of the group. Where is it, guys?
You would know exactly where it is. Like you saw where Grimble tied up the ox last night in like the stable, so you know where it is.
I'll go get it.
And I'll head that way and retrieve it. So let me know whenever I'd be able to make it back.
Yeah, it would probably only take you about 10 minutes to come and go. And in the meantime, you just see the old man sweeping.
You adventurers? You need to resupply? Need anything from old Barthen?
Yeah, I'll take some rations.
You should take some rations. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to take some rations.
You should take some rations. Anything else for your son?
He gets a box out, puts it on his glass counter, and you see he has like 6 little packs of dried meats and like nuts and stuff for you.
I'm gonna mage hand and help him clean up his mess a little bit with all this glass. Just help him out.
Gee whiz. Well, that's terrific, son. Thank you.
Help.
You youngsters are so kind.
And around this time, Brutalitar, you've managed to get the provisions out of the ox cart and bring them back. Just bring them into the store with a thud, if you want.
Yep.
Oh, you're working for the Rockseeker brothers. Excellent. Oh, Gundren's an old friend of mine. What do I owe you for the goods?
I'll look around and I'll let him know.
50 gold.
What?
Piece.
I'm gonna just not even bother repeating myself and just like look at GOG.
You're more than welcome to broker this deal. I'm not even a part.
What?
He said 75 gold apiece.
Oh, that's awfully steep, son.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh man, so good.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to use my inspiration that I have. What's the inspiration die?
Inspiration. You can just roll it again. It's a free reroll. Thanks for being here, Top Down Tabletop.
Yeah.
Ooh, first one was better. 13.
13. He goes to his cash register.
I wish I could get that all for you today, kids, but best I can do is maybe 25 each. The Gundren Rockseeker didn't pay me much more than that. I can probably pass on the 25 each.
It's not my deal. I just walk away and let them handle it. Just looking around the store, seeing what he's got here.
Sure, 25 each. What do you know about the red brands?
What?
Red brands! The young folk that walk around here and cause trouble.
Oh, they're the worst. They sure did. Well, I can't prove it, but one of them threw a rock through it. I think they're trying to push me around because I wouldn't give them anything for free. Oh, they're nothing but trouble. They only just showed up a few weeks ago. They've made everything hard since then.
Oh, he's not sweeping anymore. He's counting out coins and making little stacks for you all. And after a moment, he pushes a stack of 25 gold to Brutalitar, Tincture, and Lilthane.
Do you have any herbs, maybe?
Yeah, what kind are you looking for? I got, the kind for chicken, and I got the kind for, like, banishing spirits, and that's what they say.
Do you have herbs for banishing? How much is that?
Oh, about 5 silver.
Okay, yeah, I want those. Do you have any for alchemy, maybe?
You can see what I got.
He gives you a little vial of what you recognize as sage for banishing spirits. You have no idea if this is true or not, but that's what he thinks it is. And he gets out this glass case full of odds and ends of different vials.
You see anything there you're looking for, miss?
I roll for this?
What are you looking for?
Just anything to make potions with.
So I don't know what those things are, but I know you have a thing in your backstory that makes it good for you to find that stuff.
I sure do. I'm just trying to find it. Where are you?
While you're doing that, the old man turns to you, Lilthane.
They're nothing but trouble. I'm afraid they're gonna burn this whole town to the ground before they're done.
Yeah, we ran a.
Don't worry, old man. These fine folks look like they're up and coming heroes. They're gonna take care of it, right, guys?
Absolutely, we're gonna take care of that.
Oh,
all right.
That'd be terrific, I guess. I would stay away from the sleeping giant if I were you. There's always a bunch of them over there drinking and causing trouble and carrying on.
Sleeping Giant with the red brand.
That's the inn on the east side of town.
Oh, it's an inn.
Tincture, what did you find?
So it says, discerning customer, long hours spent mixing ingredients has increased your ability to recognize and appreciate the rarest components. You may find rare ingredients in merchant stalls and caravans, so they may not even be aware of their value. You always get the highest quality ingredients for the best prices. So I'm not quite sure what ingredients those would be, but...
I don't know ingredients you need, so let's say you find 10 gold pieces worth of something you can use for potions in various glass bottles. Doesn't mean he knows it's worth 10 gold, just means you know it's worth 10 gold.
You see anything you like, miss?
So I need this, I need these, and a few of these flasks, actually, if that would work.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll call it, I don't know, 2 gold?
What if you take 5 gold out of the money you're paying me? Would that work?
You want to give me more than 2 gold for... sure, yeah, no, that sounds great, miss. There you go. Yeah, you take whatever you need. I think these fell off a wagon anyway.
Okay.
All right. And how is Gundren, my old friend? I've known him for years. I was friends with his father.
We're actually looking for him right now.
I haven't seen him in town.
We haven't seen him. We didn't see him in the caves. He seemed to be separated from his partner.
Oh. Well, we'll keep an eye out. You know, I'm always very sharp, keeping an eye on the comings and goings here, so I'll keep a lookout for him.
Excellent. So I will take my rations and my gold. And
That'll be 10 silver, please. You want me to take it out of your earnings?
oh no, I've got 10 silver here.
Terrific.
Anything else for you guys in Barthens?
I'm actually gonna hand him back the 25 gold, and I'm going to say,
now that's our glory main, and the notoriety is really enough payment for this, and I believe we were expecting 50 gold coins each.
What? You what?
I'm gonna repeat that at a louder volume.
Sure.
You're expecting 50?
Yes, and I will waive this fee as long as you keep me in mind for future conflict resolution.
Well, I tell you, son, we could certainly use some of that resolving business you talk of. I mean, there's certainly plenty of conflict to go around in this town.
I look back to Lothane and then to the rest of the group.
I believe we will be seeking out such conflict soon enough.
Well, that is terrific, son. We will certainly remember the name of Toodlefane Flowering. It was really nice to meet you.
I'll repeat my name and then I'll say,
Likewise.
Sure.
I'm indifferent. I kind of just leave.
Anything else for you all before?
Have a good day, grandfather.
You kids take care now. Watch your back. Don't watch out for the wolves.
Actually, do you have any cloth?
Oh, sure. I got a few spools just a couple of weeks back in all different colors. What kind are you looking for?
Red.
A bolt of red. That's a rare color, dearie. I'm sorry. I don't know if I have that. I have a mauve. It's more of a grape. And there's some gray, some beige. It's mostly beige.
Hey, well, I was just thinking that if we're going to go talk to the red brands. Maybe if we fit in a little better, that'd be good.
What?
You have red gloss.
You want red candy? We have some treats, just a few. It's usually just the kids that want them, but you can have some, I suppose.
He gets out a jar of mints.
What a time to not have thaumaturgy in the party.
You have a disguise kit.
Yeah, so the mauve? The mauve is fine. Can I buy the mauve cloth?
Oh, sure. Just a moment, please.
And he goes in back, roots around a little bit, and he brings back 5 different bolts of cloth. He says,
These are all the ones I have.
and you can see he has a green one, a blue one, a gray one, a brown one, and a brown one.
That one's the mauve, I believe.
And he points to the brown one. This man may be colorblind.
We'll call it maybe 12 silver.
Sure. That's fine.
Splendid. There you are, dear. Anything else I can do for you?
This man.
Playing
No,
fetch outside.
I think I'm good.
All right. GOG, are you also exiting?
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting outside the door for them to handle their business.
All right.
Just listening into the conversation after I was done being used.
So, Tincture, as you exit...
I will
Oh, go ahead.
walk out and hand GOG 5 gold and be like,
Your first deposit.
Much appreciated.
So, Tincture, you...
And then
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out one of my business cards, and on the back is a blank, and I'll write it up like a receipt. All right. Here's this. Give it to you, and on the back it just looks like payment received, yada yada, and then the price amount. And then the other side it just says GOG Dream Love, and you see 5 filigree and like gold stamp on the thing. It's very very beautiful.
you see me take out a very eloquent looking book, and I'm gonna say that you see that my right hand is charred, almost burnt, like, which is strange for a red dragonborn. And I'm going to use your business card almost like a bookmark for a chapter that's in there on one of the spells before I tuck it away.
All right.
I'm going to go home and file this under B for Bard. So, as Tincture joins you in the street, you hear the dinging of the bell over the door at Barthen's Provisions. It's late morning, it's sunny, it's a pretty nice spring day. And you hear the chatter of people moving about their business throughout the day. You hear, the locals chatting with each other. And then down the street, you hear footsteps running towards you. And you look, and you see a small girl, a halfling girl, barefoot, with an eye patch that looks like hand cut out of gray cloth, and she's got blonde pigtails tucked up like this, and she comes charging up to the 4 of you brandishing this wooden sword, and you hear her yell,
I heard there was new adventures in town, and I'm gonna order you to join my pirate crew. Draw your weapons and face down Captain Glittersword.
And I think that's where we're going to call it tonight. I think that's a good place to call it, don't you?
I love it.
I think that's cute.
Oh my goodness. This has been super
Chaos of tonight.
What a stream, man.
This has been the most bonkers game I think I've ever played. Thank you, Charity Wild Magic Surges. Thank you, everybody, so much for donating to the Trevor Project tonight. That means the world to us. Let me check our total real quick. We'll see how much we're up to right now. I can't see on the stream. It's so small. Can anyone see? Oh, we don't have the overlay on this one. No wonder I can't. Oh, we have definitely made...
That'll help.
I think we've made almost $200 benefiting the Trevor Project right now. Not too shabby.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching tonight. Thank you, Top Down Tabletop, for the raid. Really appreciate it. Jesse, our new friend. Oh my goodness. What's up? Where are you from?
Jesse.
You guys can find me on GOGverse on Twitter. Right now, I'm currently in the process of getting some stuff set up and putting up some of my artwork. I'm trying to get a little bit of a footwork into the game of artist illustration. Illustration for original characters. So,
Dude.
That's what I do.
That was fantastic. That was the most baller new character entrance I think I've ever seen. Well done.
A bard had to make an entrance.
I mean,
I figured there's only one time that I'm gonna be able to do this, and then from there on, I could just narrate what I'm doing. So yeah, it worked.
As soon as Jesse messaged me, he's like, "This is who I'm going to be playing," and he just sent me a Hero Forge screenshot of like this rockin' bard playing a lute. I was like, "Oh, thank God! The rest of the party dumped charisma. This is going to be great." Marcel, thank you for introducing us to Jesse. We love him. Where can we find you?
If you want to find me on social media, TTTomes Guild. And stay tuned on our TikTok because we're putting out a bunch of character backstories regularly. You're going to see my face on there a lot. And we have a Kickstarter coming up. Links in the bio. Nobody's characters looks the same, so why should our character sheets and our character journals? So everything down to you picking custom artwork to putting in your own custom artwork so you can have something for yourself. I'm really happy to be here on Mates of Fate, and yeah, Jesse is one of the GOATs.
So am I. Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me, Marcel. Thank you so much for having me, Ash, Mates of Fate, everybody. I'm hoping this I'm hoping to have some fun. So yeah, let's do this.
Super stoked to have you, sincerely. Maeve, hey, what's up? Where can we find you?
Well, you can find me, Maeve Climber on Twitter. I don't post a lot of art, but when I do, I try to. I like to do more drawing. You can also find me on Slices and Dices. We have our weekly, well, almost weekly streams. Kind of taking some time here and there, but in a lot of different games. And, I'm playing with you guys every Saturday, which is great.
We're so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Stone, my friend, where can we find you?
Hey, I'm Stone Hat. You can find me doing the technical stuff for Views from the Dungeon, a D&D stream. And I also stream from time to time myself under Stone and Hat on Twitch. And I had a lot of fun tonight.
I had a blast tonight. I had so much fun tonight. Thank you again, everybody, for your donations. Even if you didn't donate, thank you for hanging out. We got a bunch of new follows tonight. Thank you for the gift subs. You guys are amazing. We really appreciate you. Glad you're here. Listen, it's like we always say here on Mates of Fate. I haven't been wearing pants this whole time, and you had no idea. All right, good night.
Good night.
I thought I'd come up with a better one than that.
I like that.
You don't